Okay. Day 4. I did forget to shoot. Yeah, I did the same thing again, right? Oh man, I didn't save. It made sense because it's like just instantly closed out of it. Okay. Alright. Now I can turn it back on. I have all the spoilers hidden. Should save just to not have to worry about it anymore. I still don't know how this works realistically. If it's based on real life days or game, like played in-game days. Because like I feel like I should have Survivor on this game, but thank you, Jadrick. Appreciate it. If I can find one, then I can, you know, literally be done with the video or whatever. That'd be great. Happy birthday, my friend, by the way. I already told you multiple times, but happy birthday. Oh yeah, there's Ekans at this time of day. That's kind of cool. I don't remember what it was yesterday, but that's certain. I think it was Oddish. So I'm certainly more happy with Ekans. Even though I have multiple Ekans, but... Alright, well, we'll go a couple hours. Hopefully be sick if we find a shiny. And if we do, then it'll put way less pressure on me to want to stream for the remainder of the... or it'll put less pressure on me to stream. Which will be, you know, a little bit better on a couple of my days off. Because I have a plan for one of my days off. I will be... No. I'm not... I don't want the ads on the stream. Thank you, YouTube. It's so silly. It's over here on my panel telling me, let YouTube handle ads for you, and it's like, no thanks. I put it on manual specifically so that I didn't have to worry about anyone getting any ads. I also don't know why I have animations on. I guess I really just didn't do anything. I was saving that 500 yen for some reason. So. Yeah, and it's not like those ads make any money on the stream anyway. It's not even like I care. I'm not doing this for that. There are ways to milk the algorithm without having to worry about that. I don't have to, so I won't. Very nice. I hope when next you stream, Jed, you're able to get the Krabby you want. And it doesn't run away like the Slowpoke unfortunately did. Hello, Ferrets Finds. How are you doing? It's been an interesting day, to say the least, but doing a little bit of chill Safari Week hunting before I go do other things. So. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I mean, I actually, we did talk about that, yeah. I will be, too. I'll join you. I'll take off Wednesday, and I should be able to be back for the rest of the Safari Week. I should turn on the thing. What color should I make it today? It's green from last time, but what should I make it today? Oh, that's fair enough. Are you, like, European time for finds? I'm just wondering, because it's only 5:20 here, my time. Orange? Do I have orange? I don't know. I don't know what this color button means. It's blue. Oh, it scrolls through the colors, I see. I do not have orange. Red is about the closest. Oh! Was that? What the heck was that? I guess I do have an orange. It's not on this thing, but it's on the color button, so fuck it. We rock with orange. It looks kind of red in camera, but it's definitely orange. The red is brighter. So silly. So absolutely silly. I should maybe... Let's add a window capture for... I'm gonna do this add a music thing. Well, it doesn't matter. There's nothing much here. Basically, just show what song we're playing. For anyone who possibly ends up curious. Let's put you on this side. Just cause I don't listen to lo-fi all the time. It's a nice thing to have in the background here. I'm clicking literally on the most topmost source, and it's giving me literally everything but it. Okay. Anyway. Cool. I was thinking about that the other day. Because, I mean, a lot of these sound sort of similar, but... This one is a little bit too much... dissonance for me right now. Hello there, Christian Raven. None so far. I only have hunted one of the days so far. And I did about 1,000 encounters because I have just 2 physical consoles, but so I did 1,000 encounters that first day. Only was a couple hours because it was late at night, but yeah, to get the Carnivine special is it has to be 20 days, and you have to have, I believe it's what, 18 forest objects in the marsh, and then you get the boosted later encounters. I want to go back and look, and I have the screenshot of it. I want to go see what in here. I want to go look at this, the marshland, because what do you need to have for Survivor? Survivor is 18 plains objects. I didn't have enough space for plains objects. That's right. It was a different Pokemon. It was Krogunk that I was expecting to get. But yes, so actually, if I can just quickly add this into the thing here. There we go. This is how you spawn Carnivine in the marshland. You have to have 18 forest objects, and then have it sit for 20 days without messing with your clock, and then Carnivine will appear. So, it'd be really cool if it was one of the default ones, like it is. Oh, that's... I have no idea what I turned off there, but that's okay. It went to the top. There we go. So anyway, that's how that works. And then, basically all the spots here have a Pokemon that you can adjust what you find there based on what kinds of objects you put in. And you get the objects after you beat the game. But you can hunt in the Safari Zone as soon as you beat Team Rocket, which is pretty cool, I think. Or it's either that or after Badge 8? Something like that. Because that's when... I think Balba calls you right after Team Rocket falls. But there are a whole bunch of different objects. I have too many objects in these zones to actually put down one. And they all show up on the bottom screen anyway, but... yeah. So anyway, we got a whole bunch of sticks and trees and bushes. I think bushes are actually planes. I threw a ball at that Slowpoke on accident. It's okay. I caught the Slowpoke. Cool. I hit the touchscreen right between them. Oh, that's the first time I've caught Slowpoke in this game. Alright, and then, let's see here. Yeah. Yep. You have, like, sticks and stumps and trees and a whole bunch of stuff to get that count as forest objects. Yeah. Oops. Hit both buttons. What did I... yeah, what did Krogunk need to actually appear? 21 forest objects? I guess I just don't have it. I thought they doubled in effectiveness, so I technically had like 36, I thought. I don't know how this shit works, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. I just didn't feel like doing extra prep work after I got stuff set up. I definitely think it's gonna be like one of the default spawn Pokemon that shines first. Yeah, I know you mentioned that. Hopefully you can find it, because unfortunately Carnivine is very finicky in the marsh, because it's like a maybe I'll spawn that day sort of spawn. It's really dumb. So hopefully you can. It's one of those things you either gotta just go in and just spend a ton of time looking, or you gotta go look at the binoculars and spam the binoculars a ton to see if you get lucky and see the Carnivine. If only. They just make Carnivine so annoying to find. Which, it's not even good, which is what sucks. I love my Carnivine. He's my boy. As we can see, he's on my wrist. And, also, where is he in here? He's behind my chair, actually. He's right there. That's a statue I made of Carnivine. Oh boy. Yes. So, anyone who's ever found a Carnivine in, like, the Great Marsh, or even here, because this is, like, he's come up quite often. I don't know how the encounter rates work here. I think it's equal amongst every single Pokemon, would be my guess. Because I know that Cerebi doesn't have the encounter rates. I haven't checked Bulbapedia. Maybe they do. But at least in the Kent or the Johto Safari Zone. So you know, how it be. I'm really hoping to see one of those guys, like a little more yellowish green. That'd be very cool. Cause at one time I'll find a shiny Carnivine, even though Carnivine doesn't have a great shiny. I will eventually find one. Why is there so much silence at the end of this song? But, I don't know if you knew this, Jedrick. These are, this lo-fi stuff was made by Nate. It's part of his little label thing. And there's, a couple based on his albums. There was an Attack on Titan one, was the first one that played today. Shinzo Sasageo. Which is pretty sick. And I forgot they were in this playlist. I literally bought all of the music from Gift Heart Records and stuck them in this playlist. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Gift Heart Beats. It's like a little thing that he made during another part. I randomly found it, I think. It was on, it got recommended to me. I don't know if it was on YouTube itself or it was on YouTube Music or something like that. I think it was on YouTube itself. I got recommended this, and I started listening to it a little bit more. And I like them for videos, because I haven't used them for videos in a while, but I used one. I used it basically as the entire soundtrack for the France video, because it's super chill stuff. You can mute it and not miss anything. You know, it's just a nice experience. No, Gloom is back. No. I think that's just that's just unlucky first timing after 50 so encounters. There's so many more cool Pokemon here, and needless to say, I don't need any more Oddish. Where is my water? Ah. Here. My water is here, luckily. Perfect. Because I'd be thirsty. It's hot as hell here, so I drank so much water today. Yes. And you get to go celebrate your birthday. That'll be very fun. It's unfortunate. I feel you though. There's a whole bunch of shit that happened today too. Ugh. I had to get up a little earlier than normal, and I already have to get up at the ass crack of dawn. I had to go pick up my parents' cats to take them to the vet, and I work at the vet. And so I was exhausted, and the parents' cats were absolutely hell to get in the carriers. They were being so crazy, and then Rio still was mad at me afterwards for quite a while. At work, there's a person who has like some back issue, forget exactly what it is, who they can't like, they can't walk some dogs, and that makes them decide to not walk any dogs, so I have to... Oh. Weird. Well, are we good? Somehow I dropped 0 frames despite the whole stream cutting out for a second there. I'll wait for a moment and make sure everything is back up before I continue talking. That was weird. It dipped for like 10 seconds and then came back. Anyway, I didn't drop any frames, which is weird. But anyways, so I had to take out this pair. There's like one is a little Chihuahua mix. They're kind of like middle-aged dogs. Some were like 7 to 8, somewhere around there. I don't know exactly. God, I hit run. It's fine. One of them was has always been anxious around me. That's just kind of how I've known him to be. He's very, very. He's just an anxious dog. And whatnot. So he's always, and I'm pretty big. I tower over him, clearly. So he's scared of me. Not that I've done anything to him, because that would be absolutely horrid. But I have him on the leash belt. I have him attached to the leashes. I'm carrying him out as I'm pulling it tight. And I go to set him down, and somehow the moment between me tightening the leash belt and putting him down outside, he had loosened the leash belt, so I could feel him escaping like not long after I put him down. So I was gonna reach out and grab him, because it's a fenced in yard, but there was issues many years in the past where a dog escaped through the fence just on a hand leash because they escaped from a person or got out of a leash, something like that. It doesn't really matter. But it was a long time ago, long before I was ever anything doing there. So they have you double leash belt. So this dog is slipping out of the leashes. I have to reach out and grab him in order to try to not have him be running around the yard, and then I have to get someone else to help me and make sure he doesn't go through, because there are a couple of like rabbit ditches that rabbits have dug underneath the chain link. And if he tried, he probably could escape through there. So, anyway, he bites the shit out of me because I tried to grab him. And I could not hold on to him. He scrambled out of my hands, even though I was holding on to him, even while he was biting me. Yeah, I've got some... it looks less bad than it was, frankly. And then there's a couple of marks on my thumb. You can see that blister there. And then all on my palm here. He got me real good. And so my finger is still sore. It's like he like bruised the bone there. It was not fun. So that was my day. And it was like 112 heat index, so it was fucking hot. And then I didn't sleep well on top of having to get up extra early. So, you know, everything just compounded. It was a bad day in general. But those happen. That's adulting. Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm like straight up. It's like, hey, good little story that I can spend like 10 minutes talking about or whatever. But yeah, incompetent people suck. Incompetent, like, as in the people you were calling, or the people that were your like coworkers? Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, did not get bit by a dog. Oh, yeah. Management's always the problem. Oh, my God. Or at least 90% of the time, management is the problem. There's a song in this playlist called Cake Fountain. I don't remember what it sounds like, but it was playing last stream because I played it in order. Just I clicked the play button instead of shuffle. So but yeah, I think the Cool and Good album is like based on whatever songs that he had on the Cool and Good tour. I don't remember, because there's one of them. There's a Sandcastle Kingdoms one where basically it is all lo-fi versions of the entire Sandcastle Kingdoms album, and I believe there's one for was Brandon on Sandcastle Kingdoms? I think so. Never mind. The one after that, before To Let Go. I don't know why I can't remember it. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my God, I have it here somewhere. The one with Live Long Enough to Become the Hero, or is that's still Sandcastle Kingdoms? I think. I don't remember. I think yeah. I don't know, bro. That's crazy. Wow. I feel like a big fan. I totally just forgot the name of a. I'm gonna look it up because I do not remember. Why are there so many? This is. Paid in Exposure. There we go. That's it. One for Paid in Exposure as well. Because I have it. I literally have the vinyl and the CD somewhere in here. The vinyl is, I think, over here. Did I buy vinyls back then? Maybe I don't have the vinyl of that, but I know that I have the CD of it. Because I sometimes listen to vinyl. But as you can see, there's controllers on the vinyl player right over there. But anyway, enough distractions. Back to shiny hunting. Come on, Kanavai. Glow for me. I'm only at 1200, so I'm way under odds, but to be fair, my Soul Silver is so busted. Like the shiny luck on this specific cartridge has been insane. I think there's been one shiny I think I found on it that was over odds technically, and even the phases that went over odds are the are combined totals. Which is ridiculous how lucky this one has been with the shiny frames. Heart Gold has not been so lucky. Heart Gold found me one shiny throughout the entire total of the second video, which I haven't started working on. I have it scripted out. I need to write a little bit more about Safari Week, and obviously we need to complete Safari Week because we need to find at least one shiny, whether or not it runs away or not. I need one at least for the video. Finding at least one, catching at least one would be fun. I would love to catch one. I'm okay with failing a shiny. I did it on accident twice in the first video, and I won't talk about the second video because I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah. I would like... I mean, I'm kind of okay with anything. Just not Gloom. Please not Gloom. Please not Oddish. Literally anything else I'm fine with. Even a Marie, which would be a duplicate overall, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just so sick of Oddish. Yeah, Carnivine would be sick. That would make my day. And the thing is, though, that I wouldn't... I'm gonna look this up. I can pull up that, the catch calculator. All right. So we're gonna look this up. Because I am curious if it is at level, what, 41. And it's in a Safari Ball. Where is it? Yes. Oh, it's above. It's between Ultra Ball and Master Ball. It's a 40%. It's almost a 41% chance to catch it. All right. So it's basically the same as Slowpoke. I don't know what its flea chance is though. But I'm actually surprised that it's that high for Carnivine. True, it's not so much that it broke out, it's that it fled immediately. That's what sucks. I mean, with 41% chance, it's not entirely unlikely that it breaks out of a ball. But what sucked is that it insta-fled. Like, it didn't shake at all and just immediately fled. It was just not having you. So, which sucks. But I am surprised that it fled more than anything. And I think I would imagine that Carnivine, being a rare and harder to find Pokemon, has a higher flea chance too. So that's one of those Pokemon like that and Manectric where I'm probably not gonna catch them. I will try because I would love to, but I'm probably not gonna catch them. And I don't care, well, if it's female, it will be Chie, but if it's male, for Carnivine specifically, it will be Born to Dream. And then I may consider, because my final team for Red, I'm still debating on what I want it to be totally, because what I want to do is 3 Pokemon from the second video and 3 Pokemon from the first video, joining forces to beat Red. And I think I know the 3 I want from the original roster. But I could go 2 from the original and then 4 from the second. Because I know it's definitely going to be at least Gyarados and Nidoking. Those have been my 2 best Pokemon the entire game. And all of Red's Pokemon are going to be male. So Rivalry is going to absolutely demolish everybody. And then Gyarados swept the champion by himself. So, would be very swell. The third Pokemon from that team I'm thinking about, because there's a different Pokemon that I want to bring instead of Typhlosion. I love Typhlosion, but I feel like I want to bring something else, but there aren't a ton of great Pokemon from the original party. There's like the first 4. Actually, Hinoka was 4. So the 4 of the first 5 are great Pokemon. I could just bring Ampharos. It's an idea. The 7th shiny, I know that I'm bringing on the final team from this video. Also, the 6th shiny. There's a whole storyline behind that one. The first one as well, because that hunt. So those are the 3 Pokemon that I know I wanted to bring from part 2. So maybe it is. Maybe it should just be those 6, and just bring Ampharos, because Ampharos has been on the team from the beginning. I don't know if I benched it at all for any of the badges. I just wish I named her something different. At the time, Kirby kind of made sense for Marie because it was a round pink ball, but now it's not a pink ball. But, you know, at the time I didn't have a real an actual naming theme. I was just watching a Kirby video from Don Schnack when it came up. Anyway. So, it's fine. I would still love to find Carnivine. Whether or not it ends up on the final team, it would have been better for at a different point in part 2 for it to be a team member, but it all works out. I think that's probably just the team I'm gonna bring. I think I probably have it settled. Just talking it out with myself makes sense. Should be able to handle red, but I have to do a lot of grinding, which is not going to be fun. Then I'll probably want to EV train. I don't remember. I EV trained my original team, or the part 1 Pokemon. I think maybe I did. I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did. I think it's the other way around. I don't think that I did, and that I EV trained the second party, because I remember one of the shinies that I brought into the Pokemon League on Heart Gold, because I transferred some of the shinies over there to be a second shiny team. I didn't train up some of those guys. Or EV trained specifically. I trained them all up, but they were not EV trained, and they were very mid because I didn't have them for very long. But anyway, I'll figure it out. The video will tell. Alright, Carnivine. Show me your pretty little head. We're getting close to Jedric's total when he found his shiny. But he was using more instances, so it makes sense. But it would be very, very cool. I should do Pokemon Sleep before it turns over to 6. Wait a minute, 40 minutes. Jadek, they added a nap island in Pokemon Sleep if you said to get into it or get back into it. I don't remember if you were ever into it. I haven't checked it out because I don't do naps. But anyway, that's a thing now. And Munchlax is the Pokemon instead of Snorlax. Jumpluff would always be cool too, because Jumpluff is such a sick shiny. It's kind of one of those days where I wish that, well, I don't know how much I care about the monetization. Maybe one of the days we'll play my normal playlist of massive song, like my normal massive playlist, where we listen to a whole bunch of fun, like, rock music that I like to listen to. I'll have to just make sure to record my mic on those days so that we can I can just edit that in and not have to worry about the music. I can turn the music off. Just because copyright, obviously. This is one of my favorite, one of the lo-fi songs. This theme just gets stuck in my head at random moments, which is funny because I forgot what it was even from. What am I doing here? That's fine. Gotta clear it a little bit of space. Do 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 do. That's an annoying time to get a call. Okay. Tech support is done. The whatever the hell you call them, like the outlet shield that extends the. You can plug it into one outlet and then it sits over two and it makes it into multiple different ports. I have one over here. I don't know if it's visible. It's not visible, but there's one directly like right down below where my finger is pointing. I have one. That one was not working in my parents' house, and they had that's what their Wi-Fi thing is plugged into. That was the problem. The reset, it just was showing a red light instead of a green light. And we're good. But as per usual. Don't even know what I was talking about. Hello, Poseidon. You were on camera for a moment. How you doing? And the other cat's behind me, Bosco. I don't want to move because I don't want to startle him because he's eating. Alright, this is where Jedrick found his shiny. I did not get as lucky as Jedrick. I don't think I'm gonna find a shiny tonight. I think I'm gonna have to wait until one of my long days for one to show up for me. Watch him immediately be the next one shiny. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, no. I highly doubt it. My Safari Week video will probably be very short. I'm doing a lot less encounters than the majority of other people doing Safari Week. Because I'm doing them on just 2 games. Some people do 6. Jedrick had his 8 instances. There's some people who have like a 24 set up, which is fucking stupid. Way too many. I mean, I could do the whole diatribe about full odds, but I'm not going to. Dude, I don't know how the hell I'm not hitting run every time and it's just going ball. That's fine though. I don't care if it stays or flees. We're running away because you're not a shiny Pokemon. And I am okay with that. God, that's So annoying. Okay. I don't remember some of the older encounter numbers. I know that I still have the Tepic one ingrained in my brain, but like I feel like, and a couple of them from white are like stuck in my brain. I remember if it was like 1590, I think, for Nidoran. We're at about the amount. No, it was like 1193, I think, when I reclaimed the Cyndaquil. But yeah, that entire first video, aside from Rattata, everything was so under odds. It was crazy. Did it? I don't know. It's a number. Who cares? I've already wasted 20 minutes fixing tech support problems. Hello, Gunavine. Show up for me, please. That would make me the happiest person in the world. My favorite Pokemon appearing out of the woodwork is shiny. When Winds and Waves comes out, I don't plan to do a series. I ended up doing, I don't remember why I did a series of like Scarlet and Violet and whatnot. That was realistically before I was doing the video essays, I guess. That makes sense. Never mind. But I think it'll be more interesting for me to not do a series of Pokemon. Because so many people are going to do a series of Pokemon. And I just, you know, not all that interested. Because sometimes Pokemon series can be very boring if you're not like going back and forth with the person. Because I did way too many of those, and I have no desire to really do a solo one again. It was weird when I did the series on that and Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet, because I think it would have been better if I didn't. I mean, that's hindsight, but it doesn't really matter. I think what I want to do is I want to do a shiny only video and make it a big ass project. Something similar to what I did for Legends ZA. Yeah, and one of those hunts I was thinking about, because I know Carnivine's going to be in the game. They've shown footage where Carnivine is in the game, which is sick. It's the first non-Generation 4 game that he's been available in the wild, which is ridiculous to think about, because BDSP I'm counting as Gen 4, because you can only have Gen 4 Pokemon in there anyway. Yeah, they're basically just the DS games on high definition, but they are yeah, so they're basically Gen 4 games, but even still, the only game where it was like available was like Legends Arceus, where it's in the Crimson Mirelands. But they introduced a whole bunch of cool stuff that it's like don't wanna, I don't know. There are some cool grass types in Sinnoh. I wouldn't say, I mean, cooler depends on your definition of it. It's fine. He's my favorite Pokemon. I like Carnivine. I would like to use one. It just hasn't been pertinent. And it became my favorite Pokemon because of a a series in Generation 5. Doing a Nuzlocke. What I call a challenge lock, where I basically took the Drayano hack of Blaze Black and randomized all the wild encounters so that you had... It was more difficult because you had completely random encounters. You didn't get the hand-picked encounters that Drayano had created for the different routes. Which I got some pretty decent Pokemon in the early part of the game. And that Carnivine was stuck with me to the end. So I loved that goofy boy. I didn't really think much of Carnivine before then, because it was just, yeah, it's an interesting Pokemon. It's not very good, and it did get a buff in that game, frankly. So it was better. It had like plus 10 attack to his base stat total, and it was part Dark type. So it got stab on like crunch and bite and things like that. It was actually pretty good. Yeah. I wish that I had that save, because it could be kind of funny to just like boot that up and go hunt on that route where you can find the Carnivine. But I don't. That's long gone. That was, I think, pre-pandemic, wasn't it? I don't remember. You can go look it up. Blaze Black Challenge Lock, if it interests you. I don't know when it was. There were technically 3 seasons of it, because I did wipe in one spot, and I just decided to restart with the same Pokemon. And then the 3rd season was because my save didn't transfer correctly, and I had a new computer, so I had to replay through the game. But each season wasn't that long. It was like an 18 episode series or something like that. I still do like the what do you call it? I've forgotten. Overlay that I made for it. I always called it a sidebar, but it's an overlay. Very like detailed with the leather, leather pattern, colored leather pattern. It was very stylized. I liked how it looked. Wonder if with a Safari Ball, every Pokemon is just about 41%. I was thinking about it. Obviously, level 40. Because I don't know what the catch rate of a Safari Ball is, or if there is a specific catch rate. If it's boosted, or if it's always the same. Because 2 Pokemon at 2 drastically different levels with, I think, different catch rates, having the same catch percentage is kind of wild. I didn't realize it was that high of 41%. Which is pretty good odds. Flea Chance is a completely other one. It always kind of bothers me that spot right in front of the door. Oh, there we go. Can we stop and rewind? I wish it was to the right. I mean, you can see it. It's just the only the album art's cut off. It's fine. It's from the Chill Castle Kingdoms album. Slightly different tempo than the other one, so I was getting. Day and night, my mind is running or racing as I've been chasing. What am I supposed to find? Where does my mind? It eats at me all the time. Can we stop and rewind? Stop and rewind. What you're seeing me, 'cause I'm just another story. Now you got me pinned up against the wall. Why aren't you afraid that I'll leave it? This woe that came before me, and I'm not so sure. Such a good song. It's one of those songs that I have in that playlist that I kind of want to play. It's like, I mean, he sold his catalog, so it's copyrighted by someone else now. But you know, that and like Set It Off and Good Kid's not copyrighted, but I was thinking about Good Kid initially, but I didn't make the playlist because I forgot. So I just put on the lo-fi playlist that I made a long time ago, with all this stuff that I love. It's such a good song. I recommend you look at this album. It's like alternate rock. That is the majority of what I listen to. It's like heavy alternate rock. And just alternate rock with Good Kid. I love, like, Half-Lives and Boy Here are also in that playlist. It's just all indie shit, which is sick, you know? It's all good. I love it all. I love those creators who make the music and aren't like contracted in a way. That's a simple way. I don't really like mainstream stuff, and I'm not like hipster in that sense. There are artists that I really like that capture the sort of vibe that I like. And Nate's one of those. Nate has been my favorite artist for. Nate Wants to Battle. Should say that just for those of you who are somehow not aware. But anyway, is my like favorite artist of all time. My favorite song is made by him under a different name as well. Those songs aren't copyrighted, which is good. At least in the YouTube system, but obviously I'll have the thing up there and so people can see, because it's a great song. It's called Out There. There's a couple of the songs that is on Nate's To Let Go album that are like, when I hear them, I think about characters in a thing I'm working on. Because they kind of mimic some of those thoughts, or like some story beats that I want to hit and whatnot. I'm super excited. That's what I've been spending so much time on, and why the Fire Emblem project hasn't really gotten anywhere. I've gotten the first couple chapters of White Clouds done, 3 houses, because I wanted to do the path that I never did before. Fortune's Weave comes out, because I'm gonna do a series on that. It's gonna be a long form content. It's probably gonna be like a once a week thing, maybe. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do about that because it's coming out at an awkward moment for me. Because it comes out a few days before I go to Jadrick's place for his wedding. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna manage that series. Because it's something that like I can bring my Switch with me and like record it on my laptop over there. So like I could do stuff like that if I wanted to. I was thinking though that I might be doing like maybe once a week and like long videos where I'm doing multiple chapters at once. So because the Fire Emblem people who watch the Fire Emblem videos like to watch the actual gameplay portion of it, obviously the tactics part of it on top of just the story thing. And the story thing is what I'd mostly cut to for, and what I for this extra project that I'm kind of working on, the Silver Snow route, is basically it's cutting out most of the gameplay because I love the gameplay of that game, but I don't need to highlight on it. I have ideas to talk about certain parts of battles that are interesting, like how my level ups have been terrible. Which is a Fire Emblem thing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Great games. Three Houses is one of my favorite games of all time. I don't think it's my favorite Fire Emblem. I still think Echoes is my favorite Fire Emblem, but I absolutely love Three Houses, and I'm so excited with a return to that universe with Fortune's Weave. It's gonna be so fucking cool. And then the Attack on Titan 3 game comes out later this year. We still don't know a release date for that, but oh my god, it looks so pretty, and I'm so fucking excited. Attack on Titan 2 is probably like my second favorite game of all time. I still don't know. It may be like good enough to say it's my favorite game of all time. I'm trying to think, because I really, really love Persona 3 Reload. That's the other game that I think could vie for my favorite game of all time. That those two kind of duke it out. I think they're both pretty much up there. But Attack on Titan 2 is so awesome, so much fun. I didn't like the DLC. They screwed up season 3. They just didn't put as much effort into it. They just kind of rushed to get something out, which is the unfortunate part. That was my biggest gripe with that game overall. The DLC was not very fun. The survey mode was cool though. Doing all the survey missions and like or territory recovery mode, excuse me, and basically reclaiming everything was sick. I accidentally overwrote my save, so I had to do it again. But yeah, it's one of my favorite games of all time, and I'm really fucking good at it. It's on top of that, so I'm so excited to see how 3 plays. It's gonna be so much fun. And then Final Fantasy VII Revelation comes out at the beginning of next year. It's gonna be awesome. I am not one of those people who is interested in Grand Theft Auto 6. I will never ever play that game. More than likely. I've never played GTA 5. I had GTA 4. Played a little bit of it. Got so bored of it. I never didn't play it anymore. I had I think it was the Liberty City Stories for Xbox a long time ago. I beat that one. But I had Grand Theft Auto 3 on something. I played it on something. Didn't really care for it. I mean, it was okay. I mean, I played a decent amount of it. I don't remember how much of it I played, but I never got anywhere close to beating it. I never was interested in 5, and I've never played 5. But yeah, 6 I think is gonna be overhyped. I think it's gonna be fine. Did I not get encounter here? Who knows? Walking down the line, directions lead you. Oh my god. I got so tongue-tied on the words. Because the beat is slightly different in the lo-fi version, so I'm like... I really like this song. Like the actual version of it too. But I love the lo-fi versions of it. You're on your own, such a damn shame no one's ever coming for. Oh my god. I'm mixing up the lyrics, it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's hard to do. It's one of those things that's like, I have a pattern memory when it comes to like the music. And I know like all of the lyrics to the song, but it's like I need to get the pattern right in my head first. I don't know how many other people are like that, but I don't know. It's my brain. My brain works in weird ways. It's not very proper. It's funny. You're on your own, such a damn shame, man, had to break it to you. It's also the key of the song is slightly different in this lo-fi version. You're on your own, such a damn shame, man, to break it to you. You're on your own, you can just stay quiet, you can do that, can you? There we go. From the outside, you're on the outcry. Anyway, outcry's a different part, but that's fine. Different part of that bridge section. It's a great song. I love this song so much. Now the day that we listen to all the other fucking music that I love that isn't lo-fi, I'm going to be like, it's gonna be singing the entire time. Because I absolutely love some of these songs, like all of these songs actually. The playlist that I have is like my basically all my favorite songs. Anyway, and then you go to super extra chill. Hey, it's cool to see that we're still at 0 drop frames. We dropped like 500 last time. I don't know when or how, but and it dropped all at once too. It is kind of funny how the grain of my computer contrasts with that in the back. Yeah. This is a Persona 3 height case, so it's green like Tartarus. Or the night, or excuse me, it's green like the midnight hour. I called the machine Tartarus. Poseidon. Okay, he's keeping on walking. He's not interested. I'm just looking at my sources. I have music ? Which is the audio. And then music, which is the little thing that shows you what song it is. still wonder what I'm gonna find. I imagine it's gonna be one of the default spawns before it's anything crazy. And I wonder if having all these extra spawns like influences. I'm always curious about how shiny frames really work. Because obviously you have specific shiny frames. Now I don't know if it's specifically whatever encounter is in that moment that is shiny, or if it's a specific that encounter very specifically is the shiny one, or is like shiny rather than like you hit a Pokemon on a specific shiny frame. There's probably like more digging into RNG manipulation that I could figure that out and learn that, because I don't know. But it would be interesting to know. I'm glad I chose to do a short stream. I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's been exceptionally hot. Had to get up early. Didn't sleep well, you know. And then a long work day. So, I am very tired. I can feel the fatigue on in my eyes. But we grinding. I would love for a shiny to appear tonight. I highly doubt it, because it would be exceptionally under odds. But I'd be very happy about it. I would literally be able to start working on the final Soul Silver video. I'd be able to just straight up go for like have Soul Silver go beat the Viridian Gym, and then start prepping the team for Red. That'd be so sick. The goal is to get one shiny. I would love to catch it. I'd love to catch one. If I find one and I catch it, and then I will be like, I'm so fucking fine with that. I wouldn't do overtime then, because the goal will be, if I don't find a shiny by the end of the Safari week, I will have to do overtime, and I don't really want to. I have another project that I'd much prefer to work on because it's more creative. This is just running back and forth. Some very interesting. Some super interesting song titles in this thing. The only thing I simply do not want is Gloom. I will be okay if a Gloom runs away. And part of me is like, even thinking, we could even phase on that. We could absolutely phase on any single one of these Pokemon. Everything is, I'm fine with anything. Frankly. But except for Gloom. I do not want Gloom. Gloom is annoying. Not because it's a bad Pokemon, but because I have too many Gloom. And I do not want one. I like a different little grass Pokemon I can find there. He's not little though, he's pretty big. Got a big ass head. Be awesome. $16.84. Some encounter was $16.84, I think. I could be wrong. I don't remember. Some of them I don't remember. Some numbers feel right. I know a lot of the early hunts because they were super under odds. 1606 was oddish. 1590, which I already said was Nidoran. 330 was Farfetch'd. What was it like? It was 600 something for the first Magikarp, and then I fucking found one the next day after 18 encounters. So that was like, I was 918 in the end there. Cyndaquil, the first one was 463? 463, I'm pretty sure. And then I reset over because I didn't expect to get it after only 436 resets. Or 463 resets. And then I found it again at 1193. Whoops. Well, I'm throwing a ball at a Carnivine on accident. Yeah, they were all crazy under odds. What did I catch up to Farfetch? I think that was the... Oops, I forgot to actually get an encounter here, so that's now 1700. The yeah. What else did I catch after that? I can remember 5 of them. I know I got Rattata, Meowth. Those are the last 2. Was there something between? It's crazy how that happens sometimes. There's some of them that are so memorable. Oh, fucking Ampharos, duh. It's really funny. That one was 1492, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. It was very under odds. It was 1400 something. I think. No, 1298. I don't know why 1492. 1298. Pretty sure. Something really under odds. I had all those numbers. I'm really good at remembering numbers. I'm getting a whole bunch of random numbers confused, so it doesn't seem like it today. They were all ridiculously low numbered. So, who knows? Alright, we got about, what, 300 encounters or so left for the night. And then I will come back tomorrow, where I'll be hanging with Jedrick. And we will do a stream. And I will keep hunting. Maybe he will reclaim his Slowpoke. And maybe I can get my shiny. We will see. There's still a chance to get it tonight, clearly. Because we're not yet close to done. I mean, we're close to done. We're like, we're probably, what, 20, 30 minutes, somewhere in there. Yep. And then I got some other things that I plan to work on. Turned night already in that game. How the hell is it night? Or turned darker? I don't know what time it is in that game, to be honest. I can check the Pokewalk, or Pokenav, or whatever the fuck it's called, Pokedex. Not Pokedex, the other one. Pokegear, that's right. Okay, it's both about 7 o'clock, which makes sense. It just turns actual dark at 7. I see. Or it actually turns night, which is 8 o'clock. Makes sense. Seen a lot more female Carnivine than expected, frankly. Do 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 do. Come on, Carnivine. I'd love for you to be shiny. Be really cool if you could like SOS it, but it's not an SOS-able Pokemon. And, like, it's really not huntable anywhere but Legends Arceus, and Legends Arceus makes me annoyed. I don't like hunting in that game. I never had great luck. I got relatively lucky in the shiny race against Jadric recently, which was nice. I got decent, pretty lucky against Spare when we did that, the first Pride race. It's kind of funny we never did a shiny race in Legends Arceus itself. Which, granted, I'm the only one that doesn't have the shiny charm. So it'd be a bit unfair. And I don't feel like grinding. I don't like that game very much. It was different, and it was interesting at the beginning, but then the controls, they upset me at the time, and they make me more mad now. That's okay. I know a lot of people love that game. It's solid, and they changed things up, which I like. Because it is always good to mix things up and try new things with Pokemon. Because they get too comfortable. Because no matter what they make, people spend a shitload of money on it. I still don't know if the music is too loud. I'm gonna lower the music a little bit. I'm just curious because it's like, okay, this is about the level where I turn it to in editing, typically, but I normally have to turn my mic up in editing, so I don't know. Nobody's complained about it. So maybe it's not all bad. Alright, I should pull up the stream on my phone and check. Just because, you know. Alright. Basically just be talking while the music's playing so I can make sure that shit's not too loud, not too quiet. That's basically what we're doing. I can't tell. Is there something wrong with the stream or is it my phone being fucking stupid? Oh, whatever. We'll leave it like this for now. And I'll check the levels between last stream and this stream and see how the music sounds and how low I need to have it to be a relatively good volume, to not overpower me, but to be present enough for people to enjoy it. Because every once in a while I feel like too loud of music, like with someone talking, is bad. It just sounds, not necessarily sounds bad, but it is just annoying to listen to, because it's kind of overbearing, I guess you could say. Like, especially if you have music with words, which this isn't. It's not as bad, but hey, thank you very much, my friend. Yeah. Nothing much so far. We're doing, what? We're going to about 2,000 today. Shortest stream. It's been a long day, but I did skip the last 2 days for the fact that I'm a very, very, very busy person, unfortunately. So we're doing shorter stream, but then Jedrick and I are doing a stream tomorrow, and I'll have a longer stream on Thursday. But yeah, how's it going with you? Appreciate the love on the videos. This is actually, speaking of which, doing this Safari Week is not only going to be its own Safari Week video, but it's going to be incorporated into the second part of the Soul Silver Shiny Badge quest. And this will be the final one, whether or not I catch the shiny. Also, if you should also let me know if the music is too quiet, too loud, in comparison to me. That's pretty much what it is. I haven't had a chance to look. It's not loading on my phone. So, I've not been able to actually listen to it since I turned it down a bit, because I was looking at the levels based on the sort of what I typically do in editing, which is minus 30 decibels. Hell yeah, Pokemon White Shiny Badge Quest. I love that. And Safari, and what do you have a target there in the Great Marsh? Actually, and also, what is your next target for White? I did one of those myself. I absolutely loved it. It was so much fun. Pokemon White's probably my favorite Pokemon game. Black and White, they're kind of the same game, but you know. White was the one that I did for the video. That's the one that I had. But I'm curious, because my target here is definitely Carnivine on right game. I don't know what I want on left game. I'm kind of fine with anything. That's kind of why I picked this spot, because it has a bunch of cool Pokemon. Scorpio Wooper. Nice. Nice. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I like that. Darumaka's a great shiny, too. I got one instead of what I was hunting for in my video, but he's a nuke. Darumaka is absolutely the big red button. I love that about black and white, is that there's only Unova Pokemon. You can only hunt for Unova Pokemon. You can't go hunt for other things until you beat the game. What badge are you on currently in your badge quest? Okay, good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear in the audio part. We'll leave it exactly where it is. Good levels. Nice. Nice. What took you 60 hours? My 60 hours were more or less, it was a lot more than that, but it was Tepic. My starter hunt took so long. What have been your what is it? I don't know. What am I word? I guess your hunts. What has been the shiny Pokemon you've gotten for the 2 badges so far? Damn, 50 for Purloin. That's crazy. Were you going until you got the Purloin, or was it that you just happened to find the Purloin after your 50 hours? Temple, sick. That was one I considered for mine, too. And Purloin is definitely my favorite of the early game. That's one I considered going for, but I had other ideas later on. Nice. Nice. Yeah, no, shiny badge quest, that's exactly what I did too. Yep, I actually, there's so many shinies I want to go back and just do hunts in that game, but I've been focusing on other projects. But, yeah, so I know on right game, definitely Carnivine, because Carnivine is my favorite Pokemon. I've never found a shiny Pokemon, or shiny Carnivine. I found a shiny Pokemon, many shiny Pokemon, but, Carnivine, definitely on right game. I don't know what I'm thinking about for Heart Gold, because I kind of, let's pull up the list of the Pokemon that are actually here that I can get. I have what, Dodrio. I don't remember if I got enough for Electrike. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I don't think so. I have enough. What do I don't even remember what I have set up. I have enough force objects to get Badoo. Badoo would always be great. I have Manectric as a possibility. That'd be also sick. Yeah, and left game, I don't know. I just kind of like all the Pokemon. I think Krabby would be cool because I don't have a Krabby. That Manectric or Badoo maybe on left game. Carnivine definitely on right game. There are a bunch of other cool Pokemon though I can get on the right game. I have the marshland set up with 18 forest objects and then a couple other objects. I didn't put the 3 extra objects, I guess, for Krogunk. But I have enough plains objects set up for Jumpluff, so. This whole thing is kind of confusing, because I thought that after... the truth is that after a certain amount of days, that, like, the effectiveness of the objects in the zones doubled, and, like, they... like they got more and more I don't know, stronger. So I thought that I would have Krogunk in this area. I initially did want Seviper, but apparently I didn't put enough things in here for Seviper to be able to spawn here, which is I need it to be like 4 times the effectiveness for plains objects, because I had to put a whole bunch of other objects in here. So I don't know. I don't know how it works. It's not the most efficient of stuff, but there's a lot of cool things I can find here. And since this is also for a shiny badge quest, technically, the second half of Soul Silver, I'm kind of gonna, whatever the first shiny is will count for that video. And then from there, if I find more, that'd be great. My goal is to catch 1. If I find 1 and I catch 1, then I'm solid. I feel good for Safari Week. I'm okay if I find any more than... if I find any more than that and I don't catch them, if I catch the 1, it'd be fine. It would be heartbreaking to fail a Carnivine, though. That's the one that I want most. I didn't set up the left game to do it because I didn't want to climb up Bell Tower again. That's basically what it was. So I just set it up with a zone that had really good Pokemon at 0 days. I wish I understood it more thoroughly. Because, like, I don't know. Theoretically, if they like, let me, what is it? I want to actually go look up the, it's gonna mess up the thing here, but of what song is playing, but that's okay. Let me pull this up here, because basically what it supposedly does, for example, Lair on the Cliff area requires 24 peak objects, but after 30 days it only needs 12 objects, having each block count as 2 objects. Okay, so never mind, it was the other way around. I see. It's the Pokemon that need less objects, not that you need, not that the objects gain effectiveness. That's what it is. So I could adjust things and get Seviper to spawn here, but Seviper would take another 10 days. So, yeah, it's fine. We got some really cool Pokemon here. I can maybe set that up for another year if I want to do Safari Week again. But yeah, not too bad. The Cerebi page has been super helpful for figuring out how the Safari Zone works in this game, because it's a little bit convoluted. Wonder if it's possible to ever have like all the Pokemon at once in your zone. Like, I do wonder if at one point, like this marshland, all the Pokemon will stay here, no matter what, and I don't need like extra objects to keep Carnivine here. That'd be kind of fun, and then I can add other things to bring in the other Pokemon. Okay, we got a little over 100 left for the night. See if we get anything cool, which would be absolutely awesome. Sandshrew can. It's one of the... What is the biome? I had the biome. You had to get the second mission you have to do for Balba to unlock the area customization is actually catching a Sandshrew. That was one that I initially considered hunting for, but I do have a Sandshrew in a different game, so I was like, I think I'm gonna pick some different ones. It's one of the desert biomes. It's in the default configuration always, so that you can encounter it. What is it called here? I can scroll down to it. Oh, this also would have been a cool one. Which is this? The swamp? That would have been cool. Okay. Anyway, I need to scroll down farther. Not the wasteland. The mountain also... It's in the desert. It's just the normal desert. Sandshrew is in the normal desert, which isn't in always the default configuration, so you can complete the thing for Balba. Sandshrew unfortunately cannot be found in either of the zones I'm hunting in, but it is available in the Safari Zone, which is cool. I like Sandshrew. Sandshrew's so cute. Sick. I like that. And it's like in the default, you don't even have to have any objects, so you can have that opportunity to find it without even having to add any more. And I think at that point probably 25%, because I think every Pokemon is an equal encounter chance in this game. In the Safari Zones. I don't know. They just don't have percentages posted anywhere, so I'm assuming that it's all the same. Yes, Carnivine is my favorite. The silly, goofy, big-ass Venus flytrap. And it's also my main hunt. That'd be so sick if I could find it. God, man, fatigue's hitting me hard. Luckily, I'm almost done, so 80 more encounters for the evening, and then we'll be back tomorrow. He's my favorite because in Nuzlocke I did a long time ago. Well, I randomized a Drayano hack, and Drayano makes harder hacks, but then he makes Pokemon. He handpicks the Pokemon that are available, so you get like a chance. It's not always the most busted Pokemon or whatever, but I randomized all the wild Pokemon, and Carnivine was my second encounter. The first encounter after I got my starter Pokemon, and that guy was with me to the end. And I never really thought about Carnivine. He did have a bit of a buff in that game, like he had slightly higher base stat total and was a dark type, so he was better than normal, and he was very useful and very fun to use, especially because I got him early in the game, which made him better in the early part of the game. But he survived an attack that I didn't at the time realize, or I thought that he would have been KO'd by it, and he survived it, and he won us the fight because he did. And it was a very bad battle. I lost most of the party in that fight. It was a type disadvantage that I wasn't planning on using the Carnivine because he's not very good against that type. Anyway. Yep. And his name was Born to Dream, named after a viewer. And it just kind of works. I love the name of it. Born to Dream. I can remember this one, Sunshine, for the Safari Week video. This is a really good song. I have a Twitch. We used to do streams of like bunch of random shit back on Twitch before YouTube had a way to stream. That was like over a decade ago that I was doing that. So I don't really use Twitch. I basically am just on YouTube. I mean, that is where all my audience is, to be fair. But yeah. So basically, I just stream here pretty much, because that channel has been dormant for like a decade. So the Twitch name is a different name though, because that was the name that I picked after I did Lauderdale 13, and I should have changed this name to that name a long time ago, but I didn't, and so I've gotten used to it, and I just shortened it to LD13. The name is Zalkion for the Twitch account, but I don't use that account pretty much at all. I don't even use Twitch really at all. It also helps because I don't use other social media aside from YouTube, so I don't have to worry about like posting a thing on Twitter or YouTube and be like, go to this other website and come watch, because YouTube doesn't even allow that. You have to put it in the comments. But yeah, I just start streaming, people can see it if they're subscribed, and it works out. Yeah, no, you're good. It ends technically this Sunday. You can go like as long as you want to. It's the spirit of the Safari Week. You can kind of hunt as much as you want to, and it technically though does end on Sunday. I did I streamed on, we streamed day 1 for a couple hours in the evening. And then over the weekend, I had to work this weekend, so I was exceptionally busy and just did not want to stream. So I didn't. And my goal is to do a few streams this week, just in hopes that we get the shiny live and I don't have to do overtime for Safari Week. But it ends on the 26th. Yes. What the fuck? What do you mean Fire Forest Lo-Fi? This is just Inferno, which is an actual song, not related to anime at all. Nice. Good luck. And then, yeah, you can keep hunting as long as you want to. But a lot of hunters do a ton of overtime, whether that be to finish the phase they're on or like the one final shiny for Safari Week or something like that. So you can literally hunt as long as you technically want to. My goal is to hopefully not have to do any overtime and just like find the one shiny that I need to complete my challenge sort of thing, and then hopefully catch it, and then whatever else we get, then I can be done. Alright, I will do one more set of encounters after this, and then I will end for the evening. Alright. 2002. Yeah. And hey, that's totally fine. It's one of those things where I've got a lot of things that I want to do, and if I don't have the shiny hunt, then I won't. But I'm going to retire, and I'm going to go back to the main thing, and I'm going to save my games. And I'm going to be ending the stream for the night. Alright, I'll answer these guys' calls, who cares? Cool, thanks. I don't care that you lost to a Goldeen, bud. Yeah. Good chatting to you too. I hope you have a good night. I hope you have some good luck with your Safari Week hunts and your shiny badge quest, because those are always so much fun, and I hope you can find some targets alongside of the random encounter ones that you want. But yeah, thanks for coming out to stream tonight, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow and hanging out with Jedrick. We'll do a stream in the evening. Hope find some shinies. That'd be sick. Probably just maybe one if we're lucky. But anyways, thanks for watching. Talk to you all later.